Hello, my name is Sarah, and today I'm going to show you the salt content experiment from Lesson 1 of the Marine Biology Science Unit from The Good and the Beautiful. Ocean water is unique because it contains salt. This salt affects the ocean currents. It also creates buoyancy. Buoyancy is how well an object floats. Let's do an experiment that will demonstrate buoyancy. For this experiment, we will need salt, sugar, masking tape, eggs, and 3 tall glasses filled with water. You can see that I have labeled each glass of water. The first one is our control glass. The second glass will be our salt water glass, and the third glass I labeled as sugar water. Now I will add 8 tablespoons of salt to this glass and stir it until the salt dissolves. Next, I'll add 8 tablespoons of sugar to this glass and stir until the sugar dissolves. Depending on how much water you had in your glass to start with, the sugar or salt may not dissolve completely. All right, we're ready for our eggs. In a moment, I'm going to place 1 egg in each glass. What do you predict will happen to the egg in each glass? Let's find out. I'll use this spoon to carefully place a fresh egg in the glass labeled control. What is happening to this egg? Now I'll lower an egg into our sugar water glass. What did this egg do? Okay, now let's add the last egg to our salt water glass. Do you see that? What determines if the egg is buoyant? It's the density of an object that determines whether it sinks or floats. Density is the amount of weight an object has in relation to its size. An object will float if it is less dense than water. An egg is actually denser than water, so it will sink. You can see that in our control glass. When we added salt to the water, it increased the mass of the water without greatly changing the volume. The salt caused the water to become denser than the egg, so the egg floated. How would you describe the density of our sugar water? It is less dense than salt water, but more dense than regular water in our control glass. Sugar is less dense than salt. The salinity, or saltiness, of ocean water explains why things float more easily in the ocean. The ocean has a salinity rate of 3.5%. The Dead Sea has a salinity rate of 34% and is famous for its extremely high density of salt water. Without much effort, you could easily float in the Dead Sea.
Teach your child to type with our beautiful lesson books. Learn more at goodandbeautiful.com.